Chuck Norris had a secret love child? The actor still carries a great shame that has haunted him for more than 50 years. Not only did he cheat on his first wife, Diane, after only 4 years of marriage, but Chuck had a secret love child with his mistress. Even more intriguing, she kept Chuck's own child completely hidden from him for 26 years. So who is his daughter, and how did her mother manage to keep such a big secret from him? Chuck was a newly married man in his early 20s. The U.S. Air Force stationed him in California, away from his home and from his wife. Weakness overcame the lonely soldier, and he soon started a passionate affair. It was a double sin. First, he cheated on his wife, and then he lied to his mistress, Joanna. To my shame, I never told Joanna that I was married. Chuck's brief fling with his beautiful mistress would have a lifelong consequence. Joanna fell pregnant and gave birth to a girl, but she never told Chuck about the baby. Imagine his surprise when 26 years after his passionate affair, he received a letter. It was from a girl named Dina, who claimed that he was her biological father. And how did she find out? When she was 16, Dina overheard her mother talking about Chuck Norris to a friend. Though the girl was desperate to meet her dad, her mother strongly insisted against it. Joanna later confirmed to Dina that I was her biological father, but that I was married and had children, and she shouldn't disrupt my life. However, 10 years later, Dina could no longer bear the thought of never knowing her father. After reading her letter, Chuck arranged to meet with his apparent daughter. And what was his reaction? I didn't need DNA or blood test. I went to her, wrapped my arms around her, and we both started crying. At that moment, it was as if I had known her all my life. At the time, Chuck had been divorced from his first wife for almost 3 years. He welcomed Dina into his family and introduced her to his 2 sons, Eric and Mike. Eric and Dina were born in the same year, and Mike was born 2 years earlier in 1962. Today, Dina is already 56 years old, and she has a family of her own. She is as much a part of the Norris family as all of Chuck's 4 other children. After his first marriage of 30 years ended, Chuck remained single for almost 10 years.
My best friend just realized I had a hole in my heart. I really did. I was living a very fast-paced life and not really a constructive life. I mean, even though I was successful in the film world and financially successful and all this stuff here, he still saw an emptiness in my heart. And he said, you know, that emptiness is because you don't have a soulmate to share it with.
He met and fell in love with Gina O'Kelly, and the couple tied the knot in 1998. At the time, Gina already had 2 children from her previous marriage, Kelly and Tim. In 2001, Chuck and Gina welcomed a set of twins, Dakota Allen and Danny Lee Kelly. They are already 18 years old. Both Chuck and Gina lovingly consider each other's children as their very own. Did you know about Chuck Norris's affair? Or about the daughter that was kept hidden from him for 26 years before she found him? Do you have a similar story to share?